Hey guys, Phoenix Spring Tarot here again. So, we have a full lunar eclipse set for between May the 15th to the 16th. And with this particular flower moon lunar eclipse, we have a Mercury retrograde happening in Gemini. And of course, this is going to bring and reveal a lot of deep revelations, whether it's from your blind spot, revelations regarding other people as well. And it's going to be a really emotionally releasing time for all the signs. So this lunar eclipse is taking place in Scorpio, and as we know, Scorpio is the sign of secrets, of revelations, of transformations and regrowth. So when viewing this reading, there'll be some tough messages in this reading, but know a lot of in this reading, the common theme throughout would be emotional healing, revelations. The theme for this reading for all zodiac signs is also going to be rooting out of hindrances and rooting out of the weeds that are preventing your emotional growth and spiritual realization. All right, for all signs, it's going to be the release of all karma. You're going to get new perceptions in life, and you're just going to have that momentum to just step forward in another, and for some of you, a completely opposite direction. And for many others of you, you're going to feel that deep realignment and resetting and connection with your life purpose. Okay? So I've already meditated and pre-shuffled some of your cards for all the signs. In addition, I'll be shuffling on camera for you guys as well, because you know how we do. So I'm going to have the timestamps down below. But the way we're going to be doing this is we're going to start off with the water sign first, because this is a flower moon lunar eclipse happening in Scorpio. So we have Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. Next, we'll be looking at the earth signs. So we'll have Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. Then we'll be going on to the air signs, and for the air signs we have Aqua, Gemini, Libra, and then last but definitely not least, we have the fire signs with Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. So what these cards above, and the timestamps will be down below as I said, and also very lastly, before we dip into this reading, these cards at the top here are just going to be reflective of the main themes as to what these readings are going to be about, number one. Also, number two, this is for your rising sign and also for your sun sign as well. And three, know that this reading is going to particularly affect the fixed signs. So if you have any, if you have any planets in fixed signs, particularly Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio, know that this is particularly going to impact you. All right. So again, you guys know the drill. It's a general reading. Take what resonates. It could be that there will be more messages in your rising sign than your sun sign. So check both out. Okay, so check out both piles. Timestamps down below. And I am going to start with our water signs, Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. So hey guys, so this is a reading, the flower moon lunar eclipse for the water signs Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. This is relevant for those people who are water sign rising and who are water sun signs. All right, so also check my introduction where I gave the purpose of this reading and how this reading would be formatted and so on. The introduction is just really short. But I pre-shuffled for you guys. I meditated on what the impact of this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be for you. Know that this reading is going to be good. There will be the energies around you. These energies that I'm talking about will be around you now, and they will most likely extend for the next 6 months as well. Okay? All right, so Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer, the first card and the energy for this reading that I have for you, I hope you guys could see this, but it's called, and I hope I'm not butchering this pronunciation, but it's called Boo-hoo. And it's talking about transforming the way you see and transforming the way you perceive. And I feel that what I'm picking up intuitively as I connected to this card and was channeling your energies, I feel that this is going to be particularly, it's like this is a baptism of fire for you. When I was meditating, I wrote that down, where you're going to be having sudden realizations. There are certain things that are going to make sense to you. You're going to have those aha spiritual download moments. Particularly those of you who are Pisces or Cancer, you're going to be having those moments. And I feel that things that were possibly hidden for you, or things that you may have been battling with and battling to get the answer with, you're suddenly going to have that download where you see things from another perspective, or certain lessons that were meant to land for you that haven't been landing and grounding for you. You're going to find them landing and grounding now. So also what I was picking up for you, besides a deep realization, it's going to feel like you're walking through fire emotionally, right? Some things may be shocking, some things may be unexpected for you, but view it, for some of you, it could be an emotional, a spiritual awakening, right? Where you'd be leveling up, like your philosophy on life would be leveling up, particularly for the rising sign in this reading. And I think it's really interesting that, you know, looking at this card here as well, she's wearing owl feathers over her eyes. So again, there is going to be an experience that's just going to be leveling up the way you view the world, view experiences, that's going to make you see the world or see your situation through wisdom. Okay, now let's get into the reading to find some detail. Let's ground this into some detail for you guys. So the other cards we have is Your Dreams Need a Practical Plan. Let's put this here. Dreams Need a Practical Plan. We also have The Answers You Need Are Coming. And what I really like about this is that both of these are full moon cards, full moon energies, right? So the answers you need are coming. And next we have for your tarot, we have the 10 of Wands. We have I'll take this one first actually. We have the King of Wands, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so just give me a moment. Let me figure out what this means. I feel what's coming through for me really strongly is that for some of you who feel that you've been putting in a lot of effort, particularly in terms of your work, career, seeing family, and I'm hearing the word family situation. For those who feel that you've been putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort, and not getting any just results, your just desserts, or if you've been feeling undervalued is what I'm getting. I'm being told here that I'm being shown like a circle, like you guys are on a circle, like on a wheel, and you can't seem to get off that wheel. There's no jump off point. It just seems to be Groundhog's Day for you all the time. It just seems to be a hard slog, a lot of work for a lot of you guys, and you just want to have that jump off point, or you just want to feel as if your efforts are going somewhere, right? What I'm picking up in here really strongly, especially with the full moon in Taurus, is that it's a matter of really taking a step back, assessing your situation, and really figuring out, okay, what is this all for? What is my plan? What is my sense of direction? Is it connecting with me anymore? For some of you, I'm being told that when you started off on this venture, whether it's your career, whether it's to have a family, because I keep on coming back to family again. You, especially with family, you chose to make certain sacrifices. For your career, you chose to make certain sacrifices. But what I'm being told is that the person that you were from the time you started and the person that you are now, they're slightly different people. And as a result, it feels like you've gotten in a rut of just doing what you need to do, but your actions, your day-to-day actions, are slightly out of alignment with who you are now. So it's a matter of, with this King of Wands energy that we're coming through here, it's a matter of really reconnecting with what it's all about, who you are, what your passions are, what really drives you, and ensuring that you're incorporating that into your day-to-day. Because for some of you who are tuning into that reading, that's missing. Some of you are aware of that and may not know how to do it. I'm being told that by just focusing, especially, I can't help but notice, if you notice, look at this card well, I can't help but notice that it's nighttime and there's almost like a full moon-esque glow up in the corner here. So for those of you who are very good at your candle magic and your rituals, or even if it's just meditation, and I'm being drawn to some of you who are Pisces rising or Pisces sun, or you have Pisces placement, particularly if you are a very spiritual person, you're being invited to do some sort of meditation, some sort of prayer, or just writing down what your intentions are. And just being very clear around this time. This is going to be a potent time for you guys to be clear about who you guys are, what you guys want, and being truthful with yourself as to what is out of alignment for you. And when you are able to view that and mull that over, you would be amazed at the downloads that would be coming through to you, particularly in the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. And note there's also Mercury retrograde that's happening in Gemini as well. So with Mercury retrograde in the air sign, usually people say, beware of retrogrades, rah, rah, rah. But this retrograde for you guys, it's actually going to be a friendly one, because Mercury energy is all about your thoughts, mulling things over, ideas, etc. And so for that to occur in an air sign, it's going to be really comfortable there. So it means that, again, it's that re-evaluation of where you guys are right now and whether the actions you guys are taking day to day, whether you're falling into a rut, and how could you get out of that rut and realign yourself to your actual divine purpose in life here. Okay, and you'd realize that when you take that time out to do that, with the 9 of Pentacles here, it's going to be really, really rewarding. I know you're viewing that you're going from a 10 to a king and then down to a 9, but this 9 is actually an upgrade. What this 9 is telling me here is that from the time you make that slight realignment in terms of how you practically go about your day-to-day, that realignment to what makes you happy and with your purpose with the King of Wands, you would actually realize that you'd get small messages from the universe to say, yes, you're on the right track. You know, either things may become easier for you, or you may get further downloads that it's right, or things begin to fall in place, or you may just get some luck or some signs from the universe that you're on the right track. Also, what I'm being told is that you would also be getting helpers, guys. Once you make that realignment, it's almost as if your spiritual guides, your guardian angels would be sending you help, or you could turn to them for help as well, and they would help you. So don't be afraid also to ask for help. Ask for help not only from your spirit guides, guardian angels, but ask for help from your family, ask for help from your friends, ask for help from the people around you. I'm being told that some of you may feel that you're in a bit of a rut, or you may not have people around you who can help, and I'm being told it's about viewing the glass as half full as opposed to half empty. In every situation that you may find yourself in, there is an opportunity to grow and get out of it. Another thing that I'm being shown, remember I said when I was meditating on your cards that I was picking up a sort of a baptism by fire for some of you guys. I am picking that up as well, and I just saw, was it the King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles that wanted to come through? I'll take that. That wanted to come through as well. So here we have the Tower, card that has come through for some of you also. And that is the thing. I just feel that there is going to be another message that's coming through, is that there's going to be some, in terms of the answers you need are coming, and the situation for some of you, there is going to be an event. There is going to be something that is completely unexpected that's going to be coming as a shock for you that may take place. Now, that sounds very ominous, but I don't really view, for some of you, it may be a revelation that you didn't expect, that maybe feel very shocking, that may put you on an emotional turmoil and seeing a roller coaster. So it may be an emotional roller coaster for you. I'm seeing that it may be an offer of a new job, it may be an offer of a promotion, or it may be some offer. I'm even being told housing for some of you, like someone gets back to you. Let's say you felt that something fell through, let's say a housing arrangement, and they come back to you and they said, oh, the other person we chose fell out. Would you like to come in and have this flat share with us if you're still available? Something like that. Take it as it resonates, but there is something coming in for you guys with this 10 of Pentacles that's going to be a really, really positive step for you. So we have the Tower. It's news that it's maybe unexpected. It takes you on an emotional roller coaster, but know that the outcome at the end of it is going to be really fruitful for you, and is going to be exactly what you guys wanted. All right. I'm picking up relationships really strongly here for you guys as well. And believe it or not, I'm picking up whether you want to be in this relationship or not, whether this relationship that you have with your romantic partner, family members, someone else, whether this relationship is serving you. That's also another message that I'm getting, which you may question. So it could be that a situation happens for some of you that grounds you further. You know, many times it takes having something be threatened to actually get some sense of comfort in what you have, or to acknowledge how good you have it or what you have, right? For some of you, that's also what I see happening here as well. For some of you, I'm hearing engagement also, with or a commitment of some sort. So a commitment of some sort, like someone offering you guys an equipment, which a commitment rather, which is completely unexpected, is what I'm seeing as well. And with that comes a lot of responsibility, or it comes a leveling up, you know, sort of an opening up, an expansion that could be very scary for some of you guys, which you may not have expected. But you have to trust that you're ready for it. Okay. Oh, and then very finally we have the turtle, which is stop trying to make something happen. I think that's really interesting, because that goes back to what I was talking about before with if you feel yourself being circulating around in a hamster wheel and you don't quite feel that you're getting anywhere, it's a matter of stepping out of the wheel for a moment, being objective, and really taking the opportunity to realign yourself with who you are at this point and what it is you really want. Okay, and once you've made that realignment, and once you're honest with yourself, you don't need to be on that hamster wheel anymore, right? You don't need to try as hard anymore. Okay, lots of messages coming through. Remember guys, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. Okay, and this of course is for the water signs, Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. Just take what resonates, leave the rest, or check your other readings. This is for rising sign and sun sign, so it could be that one of the other placements has further messages for you. Okay, so here we have, finally, to wrap up, just some final messages. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And this, I feel, this is part of that transformation of the way you see the world. So just putting on those owl feathers, the owl representing wisdom, and looking, this is what I was mentioning before, the glass being half full as opposed to half empty. So whatever rut or situation you feel this is, this tower situation, which is completely unexpected, baptism by fire, emotionally particularly, or feeling that you're just on a hamster wheel, busy, 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 no time for yourself, really late hours, just wondering whether it's worth it anymore. Know that these situations are happening. These are cracking you open, because it's only by going through what you don't want you understand what you do want. I'm hearing this a lot, this Morissette song. Although I know who I'm not, I still don't know who I am, but I know I would keep on playing the victim. Sorry, I was just told to mention that. I just heard it. Right, so your dreams need a practical plan. The answers are coming if you feel that you're on this hamster wheel. If you've gone through this really unexpected situation that's a baptism by fire and you feel you're in a rut, know that it's happening for you, to open you up, to make you view your life from a different perspective and to gain wisdom as well. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And under the deck, interestingly enough, I was told to take a look at this, and I feel when you have unexpected situations such as the Tower, or when you're in a situation where you just feel your life is in a rut and you can't get off the hamster wheel, all these things are forcing you to really reconnect with your fire, with your passion, with your purpose, with what it's all about. And it's trying to motivate you to take that leap of faith. Just take a leap. Know that you have helpers, as I said before. Know that you would always be guided. Know that you'd always be looked after. Feel confident in taking that risk. And I picked up really strongly about the helpers, whether it's people around you, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's your spirit guides, whether it may be complete strangers. You have a lot of help in these cards. There are lots of other people around you who are willing to help you in making that transition, whatever it may be. All right. Ooh, I didn't expect to be that long on this reading. I was just getting a lot of messages. So guys, I really hope that resonated with you. Do let me know down below. And I'm wishing you best of luck for this full moon lunar eclipse, especially for the next 6 months. All right. Bye for now. All right, so Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, whether you're a rising sign, whether you're a sun sign, this is a reading for you. We are going to see what this full flower moon lunar eclipse, May the 15th or 16th, or whenever you choose to view this reading, whenever you feel drawn to view this reading, what messages are here for you. If you haven't listened to my introduction, do listen to it if you can, because it would help put this reading into context. But just know that this reading is good. We'll be picking up on the energies that are around you now and what to expect for the next 6 months. Okay? All right, so I have pre-shuffled some cards for you, but I'll also be shuffling on camera to pick up further messages. All right, so in terms of the themes for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, what do we have? So we have here, let love grow. All right, so that is a card, and that's the main theme for your reading. And I'm being told here very strongly that this is romantic. It could be romantic love and romantic relationships. Yes, definitely, particularly for the Taurus of you, but it's not only relationships with, not only romantic relationships with family, friends, or that significant others, not just that, but it's particularly relationships with yourself and how you view yourself in relationships. And being seen the phrase like not viewing other people as a god and allowing, who are you being and how you interact with others, right? Are you codependent with other people? Do you, I was just picking up codependency because I'm just looking at these vines where you hold someone into you really tightly. Do you look for validation from other people? Okay, so that's just for some of you out there, that this lunar this full moon lunar eclipse is really going to be delving in that emotional aspect of you. Okay, because it really wants you to do away with all ways of being in relationships and interacting with others, and really just open yourself up a bit more, just being more free, not tying yourself or rooting yourself so firmly down. Virgos, I'm particularly picking up with you guys here, Virgos rising, or Virgo's sun, not being trying to be a perfectionist, particularly when it comes to other people, and not having yourself be exacting or perfect in relationships, and not really expecting that from other people, and being highly critical as well. That's another message that is coming through. Okay, so let's see. So now we're going to see what other messages we have, and we'll get some more detail as to what sort of situation this is referring to. So we have surrender to the divine. Oh my gosh, and I love this, that it's a full moon, because that's exactly what we're in. And it's time, oh my goodness, full moon in Scorpio. Check that out, right? It's time to release negativity. That is what I was picking up with the codependency and expecting perfectionism from yourself and others, because many times that could tend to be rooted in some sort of feeling of inadequacy, or it could be rooted in anxiety, it could be rooted in fear of someone else leaving you, fear of not being good enough. So that's the undercurrent energy. I am telling you, this full moon, because full moon is all about emotions, and that's what I said in the introduction. That's why I said, guys, to look at the introduction, because in my intro rather, because this is dealing with a lot of deep-rooted emotional issues. Okay, so particularly who you are in relationships, what do you want, what do you deserve. It's letting go of baggage, of outdated sense of self. And it's asserting yourself from a place of compassion, asserting yourself from a place of your vulnerability, to let someone else know who you are. And when you have rooted self-belief and self-determinism enough to be vulnerable, then you don't need to tie anyone down or tie yourself to someone else. Right? You can let someone go if they want to, you can let them stay if you want to, and you could feel comfortable coexisting and growing together. No one has to be one thing or the other. Right, so and that in a way is a lot of surrendering. It's surrendering to trust, it's surrendering to the divinity in the other person, trusting the other person, and it's surrendering to trusting yourself as well. All right, so let's get the detail. The devil is in the detail. Okay, so we have the Hangman. And I love this because Hangman energy, this is a lot of Pisces energy, it's a lot of water, it's a lot of intuition energy. And the Hangman is talking about a different perspective on things. It's something happening that shakes your world, that has you view things from a different perspective. So this full moon, again, is all about transformations for you guys. So whether it's a work situation, I'm being told as well that in terms of viewing things from a different perspective, I'm just being told the phrase that you don't have much time in this Hangman position. Don't stay here long. Don't stay long making up your mind and what do you do and so on. You also, once you have this new perspective and outlook, you have to be decisive and step forward. Even if you don't know whether you're stepping, any decision is better than being stuck or being stagnant. That's what so for those of you, take it as it resonates. We have Ace of Cups here. That's what I was saying about emotional fulfillment. And you have Three of Cups, which is a group of people around you. Let's just get some more detail on these. So this is more details for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo regarding the full flower lunar eclipse. What further messages do we have regarding the detail of let love grow, regarding the detail of surrendering to divinity, and it's time to release. Okay, So it's interesting that what's come through again, you guys saw me shuffle on camera. We have it's time to release negativity, and we have the Seven of Swords. Those of you who know my readings always know that I hate the Seven of Swords card because it talks about duplicitousness, it talks about deception, it talks about someone wanting to get one up on you, and is a situation that leaves you worse off, right? It's a very deceptive card, and it's time to release this. So what this is saying to me, particularly with the Hangman energy and with the Three of Cups, just beware of situations or people and so on around you. I have a feeling that you've always known that they weren't for you, but you've kind of stayed in the situation because you didn't know where else to go. You gave them excuses. There was safety and comfort, and then sooner or later you get caught up in that either toxic web or toxic, you get stuck in it. I'm just seeing a web and you guys getting stuck. So this could be regarding work, this could be regarding relationships, and I'm particularly picking up a group of friends for some of you. But I think that there are going to be certain things that are going to be coming out of this full moon lunar eclipse where, and this I'm picking up for you guys has been, you guys have been building up this energy for a few weeks now, or you're going to feel like, you know what, it's time to move on. I don't need this anymore. This could have been prompted by a new opportunity coming in for you. I'm particularly picking up an opportunity to travel, an opportunity to relocate, either leave another job, and you guys may be looking to pick up a new hobby, or there is something that's taken as it resonates. It's a general reading. There is something or opportunity that's coming into your life, or a situation that has caused you to be able to leave an old group where you feel that it's right to leave an old group, to leave an old situation, and take that step forward to venture somewhere else, to turn your back on this situation and venture on. You feel that it's the right time. And if you're wondering with this Hangman energy whether the time is right, whether the time is not, this is validation or confirmation that it is. So it could be a new job that you're looking to go into. I'm being told for some of you that it could be a relationship that you're leveling up in terms of a relationship, and someone may be overseas to you or maybe a distance from you, and you're wondering whether to go with that person. I'm also being told that it may not be so much as distance, but probably a different culture, probably a different background to you, and you continuing with that person may mean you turning your back on the way of life that you know, or the way of life that you have at the moment, and you're just wondering whether you want to do that or not. And basically the answer is yes, because, and you have to surrender and trust the universe that, you know, this can work out for you, and it will work out for you. And it's going to be very transformative for you as well. It's almost as if it's going to crack you open to the true essence of who you really are, going on this adventure or starting this next phase in your life. I'm being shown, yeah, karma. I'm being shown, this is the Judgment card in this deck. And that's what I was picking up. It's almost as if this energy is a leveling up energy. This energy is quite strongly a leveling up energy for you guys, where you're just leaving behind an old way of being and you're transcending and leveling up to a new way. An old way of life, old cultures, old way of operating. It's like someone comes in and sweeps you off your feet, or you get an opportunity, or you get an idea. Take it as it resonates. Now, let me just, what else? What further messages do we have for Cancer, Taurus, Virgo? The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. I really like this because this is talking, again, we have a group of people here. And this is what I was trying to articulate, but I didn't do it well. So thank you, Spirit Guides, for helping me out. It's as if you guys moving on and turning your back on your current situation and moving on allows you to find yourself, or find a group of people who are more, find a relationship, find a work situation, just find a group of friends, just people who are more in sync with who you really are. Right? So gone are the times where you kind of put up with other people and their situations. You're turning your back on that now, and you're finding this situation, like it's all coming together. Intuitively, you know that you're heading towards your soul tribe. Intuitively, whether you realize it or not, it's like there's a deeper calling for you. Some of you guys I'm picking up are going to be quite spiritual. So if you meditate, you're very strong with your manifestation energy, and you're very strong with your rituals, this would be a very good time for you guys to do this. I'm picking up very strongly, like with Pisces, if some of you guys have strong Pisces placement, this may be a time for you to really get grounded in terms of what it is that you want, and manifest that and put it out there. Also, if you guys are, especially with summer coming around also, or especially if you guys were held up with the COVID restrictions, we're coming to the tail end of that now. It's more time for you guys to put yourself more out there. The more out there you put yourself, the more that you could be in the vicinity of opportunities that want to be attracted to you, so you could take advantage of them. I also, to the bottom of this deck, picked up the Queen. Yeah, this is the one, the Queen of Cups. Again, this is what I was saying. A lot of you in this reading are very, very intuitive. You're very in touch with your feelings, especially your instincts. So this is going to be a period where, and that is what the moon energy is all about. You know, the moon energy is all about, especially this moon energy happening in Scorpio, because the full moon lunar eclipse is in Scorpio, which is a water energy once again. So it's really talking about digging in deep into your intuition, into your empathy. I'm being told that this is a time when some of you may be getting downloads in your dreams. You keep a pen and paper next to your bed. And I'm being told, in terms of, if some of you guys are into rituals, there's a water ritual. I'm just being told that. I'm being told that if I say water ritual, whoever this is meant for would know what I mean. I'm just being told that, and I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there. Yeah, but there's a lot of water energy, particularly in this. So some of you guys may have water placements, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay. So, all right. So what else do we have? Oh my goodness, more water energy. So it could be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. You guys may have planets fixed in a water sign, a major planet. Let's say Mars, Mercury, and so on, that may be fixed in a major water planet. So look into that and see which planet it is. But we have salmon, we have determination. You know where you are going, and you will get there. So if anyone was looking for an affirmation, and you know, it's interesting we get this because you guys saw me shuffle on camera. Look at this Three of Wands. This is someone who's setting off on a journey, and he's going across seas, salmon, water, you know, like you're going somewhere. And I feel with this, a lot of this water energy is really tuning in deeply into your intuition. And we have Three of Wands here. We have Three of Cups here. And we have another three, these three people here with the Judgment card. So three is very significant. I'm picking up in this reading. So it could be that this is happening in 3 months. It could be that it's even happening now, or something for you guys would be coming up. Like threes is very important, or there may be 3 people who are significant in your life that will be helping you make the transition and make this decision. Okay, so just, you guys are in different phases of your life. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, rising and sun. You guys are in different phases. This is a general reading, so take it as it resonates. Okay, all right. I feel that that is it from me in terms of the messages I have, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope this reading resonated with you guys. as I said in the beginning, also check out your rising sign and check out your sun sign for further messages, because it could be that those resonate with you, or they just provide more context to what this is about. Okay, and thank you guys for watching to the very end, and I will see you guys in future readings. All the best. Okay, bye for now. All right, there, Aquarius. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. This is a reading for the rising signs. This is a reading for the sun sign. Welcome to your flower moon lunar eclipse reading, or whenever. So this is the lunar eclipse happening on May the 15th to 16th, or just messages for whenever you feel drawn to this reading. All right. Okay, so for the air signs, let's see what the main theme of this reading is going to be. Oh gosh, you guys have two. Okay. So the first card we have here is honoring yourself. Honoring yourself and how great you guys are. And I think it's about it moving from, I'm being told, picked up on the message immediately with this, in terms of honoring yourself. Having that honor for yourself, move inward and more manifesting in your reality, and the way you move, the way you interact with other people, the way you operate day to day, how disciplined you are, setting your plans, achieving your goals, transferring that from mental, you know, honoring yourself, to just little things, you know, like self-care, eating the right foods and honoring and, you know, nourishing your body. What do you read? What are you absorbing from the internal environment? Do you just sit and binge on reality TV all day, or do you read a book that's really going to you know, enhance and develop you? So there's a lot of that I'm getting, and also ensuring that you're putting yourself in a position where you are being honored by other people as well. Because the more compassion and the more honor that you give yourself, the more you would naturally orient yourself to situations where you are honored also. And I have a feeling that a lot of this realization is going to come through with this full moon lunar eclipse, particularly I'm being told around your career. Yep, I'm being told that really strongly. It's a turning point with this feel loved and proud, particularly as a turning point for your career and an alignment for your higher purpose. A huge elevation that you could expect with this full moon lunar eclipse. Particularly if you were playing yourself small before, and I received this with the stoicism of this card. So if you were playing yourself smaller before, it's like you're embracing your higher self, you're embracing your self-worth, you're getting in tune with who you really are. And any self-disruptive habits, as I'd mentioned before, that had you in a rut, you're getting under the reason for those self-disruptive habits. I'm also picking up intuitively as well that the way you view money, if you had any limiting beliefs around money, that those are beginning to lift. There's going to be some realization that's going to be beginning to lift in this full moon lunar eclipse. Some of you may have experienced it up to this point, but it's going to continue and grow and magnify for a lot of months afterwards. Sorry, I was just doing this on camera. I was just seeing a lot of months it's going to magnify for. Okay, so let's get into the detail of this, and let's pick up on what situations we could expect this. Ooh. Check this out. Oh my goodness, full moon. You know, it's so interesting. For all the other signs, I've shuffled, and I always shuffle and I don't look at the cards before, because if you look at the cards before, like, the reading isn't fresh and you don't really get the downloads when you look at them before. But I am telling you, I've done so far the earth signs, the water signs, and all the cards I've shuffled so far have been, with the Moonology deck, have been full moon cards. So this is going to be a really powerful, potent full moon. If you haven't looked at my introduction, look at it, where I talk about the significance of this full moon, but it's definitely cycles coming to an end, transformations, especially on an emotional level, right? And look at this, you are good enough. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, know that you're good enough, trust that you're good enough. And I feel, Aqua Libra, and Gemini, you guys are coming to this realization, especially for Libras, when you have Virgo in your 12th house. You know, it could be very, you know, it can be very difficult. Virgo has a tendency to be a very exacting sign, where you want to be a perfectionist, you know, you want to get everything right, but it's just trusting to just let that go, release that, love yourself, feel proud with who you are at this point, and know that you're good enough. Let's get some further detail as to what's going to be coming up for you guys. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. Interesting, because if you guys have earth sign in your placement, so by earth sign I mean Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they also got Queen of Cups, and I used a completely different deck. I used this deck over here, so check out that reading if you have placements there. We have Five of Cups, a lot of watery energy coming in through here. Oh my goodness, we have Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, those earth signs also got Ace of Cups. And we have Four of Wands. So that is a celebration. It's a celebration, it's stability. I want to shuffle a few more just to understand what I'm seeing here. But definitely you guys have had two cards which are very similar to, yeah, there we go, Ace of Cups, as I was saying, very similar to, and then we had the Queen, yeah, and there we go, it fell, but we had Queen of Cups also in the other deck. Okay, so let's see, let's get some clarity and let's get some detail. I'm picking up here that a lot of, if you guys did rumination and would, you know, sort of replay the past again and again, particularly old trauma that you may have experienced, if you had a tendency to play that again and again in your head, know that with the effect of this lunar eclipse energy, that is receding. So that's what I'm particularly picking up with this Queen of Cups energy. That you're becoming better at not having situations hook into you and cause you stress and anxiety and cause you to spiral into panic and stress and anxiety. I said the word anxiety before, but because for some of you, I'm picking up, tuning into this reading, some of you have a tendency to stress, have a tendency to view the glass as half full, whether it's the way you were raised by your parents or whatever it is, you have a tendency to dwell on things that haven't gone right and put more focus and emphasis on what's wrong, what hasn't gone right, and beat yourself up, as opposed to looking at what your potential is and celebrating your success and celebrating who you are, right? And as I said that, I'm particularly picking up on this Virgo energy again, and this you are good enough. And I think you're coming into that realization of you are good enough now. And a lot of what I'm seeing here, and this could be in terms of relationships, or whether you feel good enough to go into a committed relationship, whether it's a job that you want but you don't feel that you're good enough for this job, or you want to start up your own job, or you're looking to buy a property, or you're looking to set whatever long-term goals you're looking to set, because I'm picking up 11th house energy here. If you feel that you're not good enough and you're putting that energy out, you're holding yourself back in a way. But I feel that this lunar eclipse energy, there's a situation that's going to come about that's going to release that a bit more. Because look at this bird that's completely caged up in the vines, but when you feel loved and when you feel proud of who you are, your achievements, your accomplishments, it's as if that tight vine or that tight vice that was previously around you, it's beginning to releasing so you could fly free. Right? So in here, what I'm picking up a lot of is you holding yourself back. And I feel for you guys, there's going to be some new situation, new opportunity, new situation, new opportunity that's going to be presented to you. That's going to allow you to elevate. That's going to put you on a better footing than you were before. However, I'm being told, having said that, is that if you carry on to this new situation, a new opportunity or new situationship, if you carry these old ways of thinking, if you continue with that, then that is what's going to hold you back. You really need to believe in the situation that you are good enough, you can handle it, and know that you deserve it as well. That is where this honoring yourself comes in. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what else we can get. Okay, what else could we get for Aqua, Gemini, Libra with further lunar eclipse messages for the next 6 months? Do we have for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra with further messages? What further messages? Could we clarify the Tower? Let's clarify the Tower. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay, let's get one more card for clarification of the Star. We have the Tower and the Star. Oh, we have two. Yeah, okay, cool. This is what I was picking up. There is some, for a lot of you, this is what I was saying at the very beginning in terms of this opportunity. For a lot of you, is going to be doing with career or with your higher purpose. There is a huge elevation that's happening here. You know, this is an opportunity to put those self-disruptive ways of thinking and viewing yourself, putting that to rest. Have being confident that you're good enough in what you do and how you do it. I'm being told with this Tower and with this Star card, these are two major arcana energies. And throughout anyone's reading for this lunar eclipse, I haven't had major arcana energies like this, right? That have come through. So with the Tower moment, we have Tower as Mars, Aries, and Scorpio energy. We have the lunar eclipse happening in Scorpio. And with the Star is that Aquarius energy, Uranus energy. So it's sort of, this is what I was talking about, that realignment, you know, to your life purpose. And with this Ace of Cups. So there is an opportunity that's coming in for you guys that really elevates you. It's completely unexpected. It's going to enable you guys to, because the Tower talks about doing away with old ways of being. So the old structures are just crumbling, right? To make way for something new, for something fresh, for something that's more aligned with who you are, with something more aligned to your life purpose, because that's what the Star card is all about, right? So there is something that's happening to bring in something new, something fresh, and it's going to require an elevation on your part, a change in the way of doing things, but it's going to be connected to your job, it's going to be connected to your life purpose, going to be connected to your career. For some of you, it may be connected to romance, but in order to take full advantage of it, for goodness sake, for you to take full advantage of it, you really need to do away with all disruptive ways of thinking. It's as if there is this Tower moment allows some old situation to fall away. Some old situation that you had outgrown. It's an old situation that you, outgrown is the best word. It just doesn't suit you anymore. And you see all these sorts of people who may have stabbed you in the back, or all the ways you may have cheated yourself. I'm being told that with this new situation, you're leaving those in the past. Or I'm being instructed to let you guys know to leave that in the past. In terms of the energy and the emotions that you'd be having around this time, we have the Wolf and we have Guardian as well. You are safe and protected at all times. So with this, I'm particularly picking up really strongly that some of you may be in touch with your guardian and angels or your spirit guides. Some of you through this time as well may be making a higher connection or a deeper connection with your higher self. Continue to do so. And you're protected at all times comes to that energy of knowing that you are enough as well. Oh, I love this. Look at that. This is what, remember I was talking about that elevation energy earlier? And this is exactly what's coming through here. An energetic upgrade, a new way of being, an integration. That's what, I love oracle cards because they explain things in a way that many times I'm too clumsy to put across. But that's so elegant. With this Tower moment and with this Ten of Swords, tends to talk about that ending of a cycle, right? You're leaving old ways of being in the past, and with this sunrise coming in, it's a new dawn. Look at both these cards, by the way, these three actually. I love synchronicity in images. They're all sort of lying down. You know, with this is the doing away of the past, you accepting that the past and that old way of being is done. It's allowing a new light of opportunity to shine in, and this is you elevating into that new way of being. That is what I was saying before at the very beginning. It's all about honoring yourself, honoring who you are, and allowing this new opportunity to come in with this Ace of Cups. Okay, let's just get one more and see. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, this is for those who are rising sign, those who are sun signs. Let's just get one more. You're on the road to your life purpose. That is for very sure. Share your voice coming out of your cave. That is exactly what I said at the very beginning. So this is going to be my last card with the honoring yourself. I feel that a lot of you guys are coming into an acknowledgement of who you are, how great you are, and your value, but you hold it all in. Now for this lunar eclipse, it's the time to really become expressive about it, to let other people know. Because for you guys, Aquarius is the sign, particularly Aquarius and Libra, and Gemini. You guys are very social signs out there. Aquarius particularly, it's the sign of social evolution and change and so on. So for a lot of you guys, that is in your life purpose, and you can't have that evolution and change that's in your life purpose. You can't do that if you're holding it in or just stuck in your room thinking about it and planning it. You kind of need to get out there, and you kind of need to do it now, you know? So that's what's coming through very strongly, and not being afraid to express yourself and trusting that you do have the ability and trusting that you are good enough. Okay? All right. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, that is it from me. Those are my messages for the lunar eclipse. I hope this resonated with you. Check your other readings for your other rising sign or sun sign, because there may be further messages there that will make this make more sense. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future readings. This is amazing, guys. This is really, really amazing. Okay? See you guys later. Bye for now. And last but not least, our fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, rising sign and sun sign. So this is your full moon lunar eclipse for May the, what's the date again? May the 15th to May the 16th, or whenever you feel drawn for this reading. It means that there is a message in here for you. Okay, so I've meditated on your energies before, and we have cards that are oracle cards that are upwards that represent the main theme for your reading, but know that I'll also be shuffling on camera as well. So remember, it's a general reading. Just take what resonates, leave the rest, or check your rising sign and sun sign in the other in your other placements. Okay, also check out the introduction if you haven't done so already. Okay, we have two cards here. Okay, let's go with the first one. So this first card says, so Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, there is a solution for every problem. What I like about this card is, notice that with one leg, it's the ankle tied to a stone, sort of like an anchor weighing them, like, which represents being tied down, tied to a situation, tied to a problem, but their feet still not touching the ground, right? And the other has a snake. And the snakes all talk about shedding your old skin. The snakes represent wisdom. The snakes represent enlightenment, right? I feel that you guys, this gives a sense that with this full moon lunar eclipse energy in Scorpio, it gives a sense of you guys being like a butterfly coming out of, what is it, the chrysalis? I just get that vision. I've just gotten that vision all of a sudden in terms of the butterfly coming out. Don't matter how much obstacles in life, people, situations, and being told with their bad mind, with their bad energy, try to hold you back. You can't hold back a good thing with you guys. You can't hold back a good thing. You can't hold back the momentum whatsoever. Irrespective, you guys are always going to rise. What is it? Cream always rises to the top or something like that. That's another. I don't know who is speaking through me, but I'm just getting a lot of these sayings and very clear visions. So I'm appreciative of that. We also have compassion for others as well. That's come through. What I'm picking up on really strongly in terms of compassion for others is I'm picking up strongly not to let other people, how should I phrase this? Not to let how other people have treated you and holding on to their energy weigh you down, right? And I'm going to leave it there for the moment. That's for the compassion for others. And having compassion for others is the best way to deflect their negative energy. And there's no point taking on that negative energy anyway, because you guys are just going places, you're moving, you know? So it's best to just bend over. Look how loose that rope is around your ankle, right? Having compassion for others and not taking on anyone's bad mind would just allow you to give you the space and time to bend down, untie that rope, would just allow you to just move faster because you guys are going places. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you. Have faith in your dreams. That's the thing. As I said, you guys are just going places. I just feel with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Especially Aries, those Aries rising or Aries sun, you have Venus in your first house. In Aries, rather. Venus is in Aries. And I feel that with Venus in Aries, anytime Venus is there, there's just an expansiveness. You become more attractive. You attract things to your energy and to your aura. And that's what I'm picking up on strongly. So even if there have been a lot of obstacles in the past, from those obstacles, you guys have learned the lessons from those obstacles. There's been a lot of deep healing. There's been, because your momentum to achieve your dreams and what is meant for you, that is much stronger than the obstacles. Right? So if you guys had any blind spots that have been weighing you down, you're letting go of these things. What's also I'm picking up really strongly is if there's any businesses that anyone wanted to go into, there's going to be growth in your business coming through, especially with Venus and Aries. If there's been any past, with this compassion for others card, if there's been any past trauma happening with family, whether it's family trauma, friends who are like family, or you know, relationship trauma, if you had a partner and you guys had a family, having compassion would allow you to do that self-healing, to release that. Okay, I'm also picking on that really strongly. Let's see what other further details we could get from the oracle, and I will shuffle more. Yeah, Temperance. This is particularly with Temperance card is just looking at both sides of the situation, particularly from an emotional perspective, and that's going to help you really gain that compassion. Okay. Oh, we have the Three of Wands and we have the Four of Pentacles. It's interesting what reading, you know what, I have used different decks, and in a lot of these different decks, for the air energy, Aqua, Gemini, Libra, and for the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, I have gotten this Three of Wands energy. talking about transitioning, talking about moving on, particularly emotionally moving on to another stage in your life. There is a lot of release that's happening across all the signs for this lunar eclipse, which is what I said in my intro. You know, there's a lot of water in this energy, of course, because it's happening in Scorpio, but there's a lot of transitioning. All these cards have been quite watery. And I've used different decks. I've used different decks completely, but there's been a huge water element that's been happening here. And that is making sense of things, making sense of limitations, healing your emotions, whether you're speaking to a therapist, speaking to a psychotherapist, seeing a healer, seeing a tarot reader. You guys are making sense of either past traumas, past situations, your obstacles, to be able to heal. And if you guys have been doing that for a while now, you know, looking at these thoughts that have been mulling around in your head, these limitations, low-based thoughts that have been mulling around, or people around you in your situation who have been like this, you know, when you're in petty squabbles or you think there's pettiness that's holding you back, know that you guys are moving on from it. You guys are becoming more protective over your energies, more protective over your monies, more protective over your ideas for the future and what it is you guys want to do. There is almost like a selfishness coming in for you guys now, where you're focusing on yourself. Oh my God, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. This is what I was saying about the butterfly and the chrysalis. Like, there is a huge, massive breakthrough happening. And guys, as I said before, I don't look at these cards beforehand. And the reason why I don't is because if I look at them beforehand, I don't have any, the intuition is not as good and blah, blah, blah. But I literally saw a butterfly coming out of a chrysalis, which is what I said before. And look, with this card as well, with the feet not touching the ground and the butterfly having the wings, you guys are just taking off and taking flight. I'm being told Goodwill Hunting. Yeah, I'm just a film Goodwill Hunting is what you guys are like. I'm just being told the film Goodwill Hunting with the main actor, I think it's Matt Damon's character, who eventually leaves. It's like, that's just the energy that I'm picking up. I think I may watch the film after this actually. But let's see what else. Oh, I love this Libra energy. Justice. If you guys have been feeling, especially with family members or situations that you always felt that you were on the wrong end, or you got the short end of the stick and so on, have faith. Have faith in it, that things are going to come round to you. Things are going to come round. Wrongs are going to be righted. Things are going to come round in your favor. It's a matter of having humility. Your lesson in this situation and this lunar eclipse, you're going to realize that is a matter of having humility. Humility for other people, not taking on other people's issues. And the reason why you don't is because your belief in where you're going and what's destined for you is so unshakable. You don't need to waste time with petty people. And once the universe could see that you've learned this lesson, wrongs are going to be righted right before your eyes. Particularly for people who are in financial straits at the moment. If you're caught in a financial situation, I'm being told now, sorry, not told now, but I'm picking up on. Yeah, there we go. If you're caught in a financial situation, there we are, Page of Pentacles. It's as if there's some news regarding a financial or monetary opportunity, new job, something to do with contracts and finance and paperwork and so on. Like there's some new opportunity that's coming through that's going to be able, like you have the money to offer, is what I'm picking up on for some of you as well. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yep. So I was just shuffling and these cards turned over. Okay. I don't need all of them. I'm only going to take some. So if you guys felt that you were wronged in a situation with this Three of Swords, that's the thing. The ones that are relevant is this Ten of Swords, particularly if you feel that you were wronged, like someone was holding back information from you. right? So if you feel like you were wronged in a situation, know that you guys, there's a huge breakthrough and transformation that's happening with this lunar eclipse energy over the next 6 months. So this cord, whatever is wrapped around your ankle, that's going to be released, and you guys are just going to fly and leave those situations behind. You guys have compassion. In fact, part of this rock that you're tied to, part of that albatross, that anchor, is releasing whatever negative pent-up emotions you have to other people, and really just focusing on yourself, right? Focus on yourself, focus on your monies, focus on your careers, focus on where it is you're going. Focus on living in your authenticity and purpose. And know that wrongs are going to be righted. There's an opportunity of some payment of monies, or some opportunity, something of value that sets you on the right path is coming through to you, because the universe has deemed that you are deserving of it. But it's just this little healing bit that needs to be done first. All right, because you have the moving on. Like no other sign has gotten this world card, this moving on yet. This breakthrough, this is a huge breakthrough. When we talk about full moons being about transitions, transformations, healing of old karma, the end of an old cycle, the beginning of the new one, this is the world card. This is what it's all about. You have two endings of cycles here. You have the 10, which talks about a new dawn rising, and then you have the world, right? People who you feel deceived by or hard done by, pay them no mind, because sooner or later is not even going to matter. Let's see what further messages. This is so exciting. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Let's see what further messages can come through for you. So whether this is a new business that you're setting up, whether it's someone who cheated you out of money, cheated you out of a promotion, whether it's a redundancy that you got, you know, just take it as it resonates and applies to you. But know that the wrongs are going to be righted. Particularly for university students, if you know that there was a course that you wanted to get into with one university, but you couldn't quite do it, you had to go to another university, but it's not quite the course. It's as if some opportunity or some offer or something is given to you which leads to the realization, oh my gosh, this was actually better than you could have ever thought. Trust the niggle. I love this. What is your niggling feeling telling you? This again falls back into having faith in your dreams. So this, I'm getting a very unique message with trusting this niggle here. Resist the temptation to do things because other people have told you it's the way to be, it needs to be done. Resist the temptation of following a path or a trajectory or instructions because the person before you did it like that. Most people do it this way, or it's you've been told is the best way to succeed. If you have an instinct about someone, about something, or the way of doing something, trust that instinct. Have faith in your way of doing it, because that way is going to be a success at a faster rate. It's going to be a success at a more enduring extent than you could ever perceive and think of right now. So, and also what's coming to me again is, unless you can trust somebody, please don't tell people your plans, please. Because that's going to be one, keep it to yourself. Only reveal plans to people who you know are either in a position to help you or would give you that positive reinforcement. Otherwise, please don't bother. Dance. Do something to shift your vibration. You know what I love about dance and shifting your vibration? Again, it's the feet up in the air. And again, when you're dancing, it's their feet and their hands up in the air. You know, there's a lot of vibrational breakthrough, vibration, lifting of your vibration. And I think that's what you need to focus on. And the best way to elevate and improve your vibration, again, is by not being weighed down and not being tied down by how other people have done you wrong, or how other people have stabbed you in the back. It's leaving that energy behind. And having compassion and forgiving other people. Forgiving without expecting anything in return. And just focusing on you. And just focusing on doing things that are in accordance with your authenticity. That's the best way to fly. And very finally, I'm just being drawn to the Page of Swords here. We have 2 pages. Pages are messengers also. So some of you guys may be getting downloads through this lunar eclipse, but I can't help but see this sword raised, where you're literally cutting, in this lunar eclipse, you're cutting this cord that's weighing you down and just flying, you know, because I haven't received a reading as powerful as this in the others yet. But having said that, do check out your rising sign, your sun sign with the other planetary place, with the other zodiac signs, because there could be further messages on top of this. But I'm going to leave you guys here because I don't want to over egg the pudding and just repeat myself for the sake of repeating myself. But this is really powerful. This is really powerful, guys. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, rising sign, sun sign, this is where I leave you. I wish you nothing but blessings. Check out your other planetary placements for further messages, and I'll see you guys in future readings, okay? Bye for now.